Hi guys, Random here, back with a bit more World of Warships, and today I thought we'd have a look at the USS Massachusetts. This is a Tier 8 Premium American battleship, and it's a little bit different. Now, there's already a Tier 8 in the game, the Alabama. Okay, now the Alabama, I personally quite like her. Some people don't, some people do. Yeah, I quite like her. The Massachusetts is a little bit different. Little bit different. I'd like to introduce you to an Atlanta. Yep. These things here. These are your secondaries. Yeah. Basically, you've got one bolted to each side of the ship, pretty much. And, yeah, they kind of make a bit of a difference to this particular ship. This plays more like a German battleship in that the secondaries really do count here. So let's have a look at the numbers. Survivability wise, we've got 66,300. Pretty much on par for Tier 8 battleship. So, yeah, nothing remarkable about that. But it's where it should be. Armour wise, we've got a decent armour profile. It's, you know, typical American. If you get caught sideways, then you're going to get punished. But the actual armour belt profile here and the torque bulkhead for the Citadel gives you a nice angling deflection when you're facing the enemy bow on. So it's not bad. It really isn't bad. The actual plating itself, 32mm. So yeah, it's okay. It really is. IFHE on 203mm guns could be a problem, but on the 152s, I think you should be okay. Yeah, I'm thinking now 70, 35. No, maybe on the 152s you probably still get pierced on that, but yeah, it's not too bad. It isn't too bad. Artillery wise, we've got 3 triple mounted 406mm guns, there and there. So they're pretty good. Dispersion, when you look at the range, which is 18.3 kilometres, the dispersion over that is not brilliant, 243 metres. But it's not terrible. It isn't terrible. They're American battleship guns. You know, you kind of get them on American battleships generally. Yeah. So 13,100 maximum armor piercing shell damage and 5,700 max high explosive shell damage. 36% fire chance. So if you were to HE spam in this, which I really hope you don't, I would say probably every salvo you would get a fire. 9 barrels, 36% chance. It's kind of not guaranteed, but you know, I think there's a high likelihood, put it that way. The velocity on the shells is different AP to HE, so you might need to adjust your aim a little bit if you're changing ammunition type, with the high explosive being a little bit quicker out the barrel. So you might not need to lead quite as much as you do with the AP if you're shooting over distance, but you know, you'll get used to it. Now we've got the 127mm secondaries, 1800 max HE damage. Okay, these are basically destroyer guns, or an Atlanta, lol. And these shoot 9 kilometres with my captain that I have. I shall show you the skills shortly, but before we do that, let's just put one of these flags on, shall we? In fact, let's put all the flags on. So we'll put the economy flags on, and we've stuck the secondary flag on. Do I want XP per battle on the ship? No, I'm not too worried about that. It's a premium, so you just end up having to pay to change it over. What we could do is we could put the fire extinguishing flag and health party flag on there, and yeah, that'll do. So we got some flags on the ship. There we go. Camouflage wise, we get plus 50 XP, minus 10 on the service costs, and the normal detectability down by 3, dispersion up by 4. So they're pretty standard camouflage for a tier 8 premium. Now then, secondary range 9.4 kilometres. That's better. Anti-air is really good. 94 is your total rating here. We have, deep breath, 25 single mounted 20 mils firing out 2.4 kilometres at 108 DPS. We have 5 twin mounted 20 mils 2.4 kilometres 37 DPS. 15 quad mounted 40 mils 4.2 kilometres 286 DPS. And your secondaries are dual purpose with a 6 kilometre reach and 181 DPS. So you can see there you've got pretty good anti-air defence. I mean, it's an American battleship, so they are generally quite good, but that seems really quite good. Maximum speed 27.5 knots, which is kind of on par. 710 metre turning circle, which isn't bad. 15.7 second rudder shift, which isn't great. You could, of course, go into the modules and upgrade stuff and put on stuff like concealment mod if you wanted. Steering gear mod there, that would take 20% off of that rudder shift, which would be 3 seconds. So that would take it down to 12.6-ish. You know, and then you've got your stuff like your secondary battery mod too, to give you just a little bit more range. In fact, just for lols, I'm going to do that. And I think you could, is it this one? Spotting range? No, it isn't that one. I'm going to put steering gear mod on as well. I may as well put the concealment on as well, because why wouldn't you? And auxiliary armament, yeah, that's the one we want. We want to make all our auxiliary armaments, so all our secondaries and anti-air, a bit more resilient. This one, spotting range 20, concealment, yeah, I think concealment's probably the most valuable one there. That gives us a concealment of 12.4 kilometres, which for a battleship is pretty scary. And yeah, 9.4 by air. Proximity spot is the standard 2 kilometres, and if you fire your guns from smoke, it's 16 kilometres. So yeah, secondary armament now 11.3 kilometres. I think you're guessing by now where this is going. What we could do, we have a spotting aircraft which will give us an extra 20% on our main battery range. But you know, I'm kind of, you know, I don't know about that. I'm going to leave it on the standard one. I'm not going to put a premium one on there. I will put a premium repair party on, and I will put a premium damage con 2 on. Spotting plane, I'm not too worried about, to be perfectly honest. Right, so let's take her out into a battle and see how she does. We're going to do the normal co-op, as we always do. Gives me a few people have asked why I use co-op rather than random battles, and it's because you get as best a test environment as you can. You know, we got a cargo. Ooh, cargo. We got decent anti-air, so I'm not too worried, and we got a couple of Clevelands as well, so that shouldn't make it too painful. But yeah, I'll take it into a co-op battle because the skill level of the opponent doesn't change, is probably the easiest way to describe it. So it gives me a reasonably good, consistent test environment. So we do have Outscared and the Sims, a couple of Clevelands, the old Queen Lizzie, New Mexico, and a Cargar.
Battle starts.
Okay, so I don't want to go off too quick. Let's let the destroyers go ahead and do their destroyery thing. We'll get the guns reloaded. Now, the turn on these turrets is not fantastic. It is a battleship. They do take some time to get round, but not really anything you wouldn't expect. But it can be a bit painful if you're turning the guns from port to starboard. So, can take its time. Okay, so let's wish everyone good luck.
Stone the crows. Thank you.
And we're there. Right. So, looks like the old Queen Lizzie and the Cleveland. They're going off to sea. Looks like the rest of us are all going either to A or B. I'm kind of staying neutral between the two at the moment. Here we go. Right. Enemies. And we've got somebody in that B cap, because you can see it's just red.
Repel air attack.
There we go. There's the Sims, look. So, let's see if we can get rid of that Sims. Or at least get some shots on it. I know they're armour piercing, but, you know, we'll see. Yeah, 2700, not bad. We've got the Gerd over there as well, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. And off go the secondaries. Right, let's focus them. And we'll see how we do with the secondary armament. And we've shot down 5 planes, so that's pretty good. We should be doing okay here, I think. We'll focus those planes there. They won't get close enough to actually shoot at us, so I'm not too worried. And we will take another shot at that Sims, see how we do. Oh, we've got bombers coming in now. Oh well, let's kill them as well then. And we are shooting at the Gerd at the moment. But you can see these secondaries are, they're just racking up the hits. They really are. We're okay for... There he is, look. Hello, little Simsy. Let's see if we can get rid of you, shall we? Oh, already done. Marvellous. Okay, right. I'm going to put my plane up, which is probably not the greatest idea when you're this far from a Cleveland, but I don't really want to be hit by that destroyer's torpedoes if he's launched them. So that's fine. So you can see there, even the Cleveland, I'm just going to tap my repair there, but even the Cleveland there can really put a dent in you with some AP shells. However, we are a battleship, here's a cruiser, so if we aim nicely, yeah, we can pretty much get rid of him. And we should be able to finish him off with our secondaries actually. There we go. So as you can see, you don't really mess around with this ship. It's got a lovely heel on it as well. And the heel's quite interesting. If you watch the timer on that, Massachusetts, probably there-ish. I think we'll go for a superstructure shot. And, not great, but it's okay. So let's turn around a bit, because it looks like we're probably not the target of choice for her at the moment. But you can see those secondary shells just raining down on her. All of which are absolutely fantastic. Let's see if we can get a bow shot on her. Might bounce it, might not. We got 4 pens, 8 1,800. Yeah, I'm not complaining at that. Oh look, we've got some more torpedo bombers coming in, so we'll select them. And that's fine. We should start picking them off. Going to start turning in very slightly to them. Because don't forget, we do have all of these secondaries on the enemy Massachusetts as well. So there we go. The plane should be down pretty shortly. Let's get our guns targeted there. And we got torps coming in from the back, but they're friendly torps. Because, you know, torps have a team apparently. Let's see if we can get a shot on the Queen Lizzie. And yeah, it didn't look like they were very lucky with those torpedoes, but I don't know, probably meant well with them. Let's see what we can do with our guns in the side. Yeah, you can see them. Need to turn in a bit because we've got torpedoes coming. That gives my guns time to come round. And you can see we're up to, I don't know, 160 odd secondary hits now. There's another fire. Let's get rid of this ship. Boom. There we go. Okay. And we can hit our refresh button. Okay, so our guns are coming round. That Queen Lizzie is kind of running away there. So let's see if we can get some shots on her. Might be lucky. Get some hits, maybe not. But let's push in. Because I'm really not frightened of the enemy planes. Oh, we did get a shatter on that, but it's yeah, looks like that Lizzie is too far out that way. The New Mexi's too far out that way, so I'm just going to sail straight forwards. Probably turn a little bit actually, just so we don't hit that island. Don't know where the cargo is, but she's going to be down that way somewhere. We might. It says we can hit her there. We've got the lift, but we can't see where the ship is. So I'm going to blind fire. See how we do. We might be lucky. Do you know what? I know she'd already been hit there, but I'm really not unimpressed with that. That did quite well. And we're taking down planes left, right, and centre there. So we've taken down 24 planes now. We've had 180 secondary hits. We're sitting on over 500,000 damage tanked and over 101,000 damage dealt, which isn't bad. Oh look, more torpedo bombers. Coming straight for a Cleveland and me. That's hilarious. God dear. Our anti-air range is 6 kilometres, so yeah, it looks like the Cleveland's popped his AA. So we'll get our secondaries working on that as well. More the merrier, as they say. More damage we can deal, the more we get. So now all we've got to do is find the cargo, which I think is going to be down here somewhere, just from where the planes are coming from. And yeah, do you know what? For a battleship, she doesn't move too badly. She's got reasonable speed. There's the cargo. So we will get past this island. Sitting there at the 27 and a half knots, not too bad at all speed wise. You know, would you like it to be quicker? Yeah, sure. But it isn't bad. There you go, 27.6. You could always put the speed flag on. That wouldn't be, you know, wouldn't be a bad idea if you want to get somewhere a little bit quicker. There's Mr. Kagar. Kagar's quite quick, if I remember. I have got the ship. So let's see how we do with the... yeah, we've got a couple of hits on her. And there goes the enemy planes. So, what do we reckon? Maybe about there. See how we do. Ah, didn't get there. Oh well. Oh dear. This thing is an absolute monster when it comes to secondaries. You know, we are talking German high-tier battleship levels of monster. We got 103,654 damage, 28 main battery hits. You can see there, 14 pens, 1 non-pen, 11 over pens and 2 ricochets. We shot down 27 planes, 1 incapacitation, 1 boat sunk, 5 fires, 1 citadel, 12 flag defence ribbons, probably all with the secondaries. Assisted in capture for the Bravo base there, and 180 secondary hits. That's given us 242,582 credits, 4,317 XP, 864 free XP. Let's have a look at the team score, and there we are right at the top. Yeah, I'm going to give this guy a compliment because he did play well. Our cargo driver, he was on the ball, so he can have a compliment. Detailed report. So yeah, Massachusetts. This is the interesting stuff here. You know, shells fired 748. I mean, it's like strapping 2 Akizukis to your back. It's crazy amounts of secondary fire out of this thing, and if you get near a cruiser or a destroyer, then you melt it basically. Really good. Credits and XP. Let's have a look at the take home. So take home from 202 plus the extra there. So we got 193 once we paid for service and ammunition, and 4,857 Commander XP on the Capitan. And I've just realised I didn't show you the Captain build, did I? So let's do that quickly before we call this a video. Oh, we got a little XP boost because we bought the ship, so yeah. Preventive maintenance, adrenaline rush, basic and advanced firing training, and concealment. And that's the Captain skill. So it is pretty much a secondary build. You could go for manual secondaries or whatever if you wanted, which I think, yeah, this one gives you a bit of a bonus. So minus 60% dispersion, so we would have got more secondary hits, but really, you know, if you're getting that, you probably need that as well. I'm not sure it needs manual AA. I really don't. It dealt with the cargo planes with ease, so I know they're not the strongest, but yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So there we go. That's the Massachusetts. What do you think? Is it different enough to the standard US battleships to make it interesting? And is that difference too much? There's a question for you. Have a think. Let me know in the comments. You know what to do, guys. If you enjoyed the video, the old like button's there. Loves the tickle. If you're new to the channel, then why not subscribe? Don't forget the old bell icon. And yeah, I think that's more than enough from me for now. So, just remains for me to say thank you ever so much for watching, guys. But for now, it's Captain Random signing off. Take care, and I'll see you again in the next one.